Hi, this is Lenny Garrett with Keller Williams Central in the Dallas-Fort Worth area of Texas. This is another video on converting your property to a midterm rental. And right now we're going to look at the staff members whom I think, or not staff, but team members whom I think you will need unless you're managing the entire midterm rental experience by yourself. Let's take a look. Let's kill my video and switch to my presentation. It's only one slide on this one, so it should be a shorter video. Hopefully you can see my screen. Okay, unless you are personally nearby and plan to manage the entire midterm rental area yourself, this is what the roles that somebody will need to play, whether it's you or somebody. Okay, cleaning. You have both emergency cleaning. Emergency cleaning, for example, could be there is water all over the floor in the master bedroom. We don't know what's going on, but it's flooding the whole area. So who is going to come up and take care of that situation? And then periodic cleaning, such as, for example, every second weekend, you have a cleaners coming over to do a once over for the entire house. Who is going to take care? Who is going to take care of managing the bookings, researching the prices, managing cancellations, handling guest questions and requests, dealing with an HOA or neighbor complaints, and dealing with managing the cleaning and maintenance staff? Is it going to be you or is it going to be somebody else? And if it's going to be somebody else, who is it going to be? You will also need a handyman who is familiar with the home. Now, of course, a handyman cannot do electrical repairs in most cases. He is not allowed to do plumbing or some other certain types of repairs. But the general, like for example, installation of fire alarms or smoke alarms, installation of fire extinguisher over the kitchen, next to the kitchen drawers. Who is going to handle that? If there is a door, if you need to have special door locks that are remotely controlled from your Wi-Fi, who is going to be in charge of setting that up? Who is going to be in charge of hanging your TVs and making sure that all TVs are synced to your Wi-Fi? Is it going to be you or somebody else? So you just need to look at those kind of small repairs. And also periodically things break. Kitchen drawer just fell out on the floor and broke. He's going to take care of that. We're going to take care of the kitchen sink start to have a leak. Bathroom start to have a leak. So you need to have people on call at all times to be able, and I would say even more than one person. You need to have at least 3 people whom you know who can come out, who live nearby, and one of those people might be available on a day of the emergency. And then yard care, unless you have no front yard or unless your HOA is taking care of your front and backyard, you need to see who is going to be taking care of it. Now, if you have a tenant who's staying there for 6 to 8 months or 12 months, you might be able to assign the tenant the care of the front and backyard. But if they're staying only there for 1 month, obviously that's not going to work. So you need to see who is going to be doing your yard care and how often, and who's going to be managing the yard care request. So this is from the standpoint of a team needed. If you are in the same area, let's just say that you are in Mesquite, but you're 15 minutes away from your property, you might be able to manage the property and do at least some cleaning if you're so inclined yourself. You even may have the skills to do some of the handyman work yourself. You even may have the skills to do yard care yourself. But if you're in Fort Worth, but your property is in Mesquite, chances are that it will be very inconvenient for you to perform this kind of services continuously and abandoning your kids and your birthday spouse and your spouse birthdays and sport events, etc., and instead go and manage the property. So you need to look at your capabilities versus your needs for personal time and how much time you're actually willing to spend on this. Also, deliveries. If you are going to be delivering supplies, are they going to be shipped to that property? Are you going to self-deliver the supplies to the property? Kind of consider the courier needs from time to time. So this is from the standpoint of team. If you are not in the same, if you're, let's just say, in Oklahoma and your property is in Dallas, it will be extremely difficult for you to maintain your midterm rental without having somebody managing it. Now, hopefully within next few weeks, I'm going to bring in some companies who provide short-term management services in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we can interview them and we can see what are the fees that they're charging. But in the meantime, if you have questions about how to organize and set up and manage your midterm rental, and also what kind of companies could be recommended for helping you to manage your midterm rental, this is my contact information, and I am in the Dallas-Fort Worth area of Texas. Okay, so we are almost done with our presentation. And our next step, or our almost last piece of the presentation, is going to be the setup and how I can help you with the setup of your midterm rental in a Dallas-Fort Worth area. Stay tuned.